Welcome to Extraordinary. I'm your host, Ty Legend. Today on Extraordinary, imagine discovering that your greatest weakness is actually your superpower. Today, we explore how one man's darkest moment, contemplating ending his life in a bathtub, became the unlikely catalyst for inspiring millions to find strength in their own vulnerabilities and create miracles. You're about to witness a story that will shatter everything you think you know about human potential. Close your eyes and imagine yourself at 10 years old, perched precariously on the cold bathroom tile. Your body is different, your world feels impossible, and in this moment, suicide seems like the only escape. This is Nick Vujicic's story, but more importantly, this is your story of transformation. The delivery room erupts in shock. Nick enters the world without arms or legs, a medical anomaly that immediately overwhelms his parents. His father turns away, physically sickened. His mother cannot bear to hold her newborn son. In those first moments, Nick's entire existence feels like a cruel cosmic joke. But miracles aren't always packaged the way we expect. His parents could have surrendered to despair. Instead, they made a radical choice to see beauty where others saw brokenness. They would raise Nick not as a victim, but as a fully capable human being. Their love would become the first and most crucial miracle of his life. Imagine learning everything backward. While other children grab toys with ease, Nick masters life using a foot most would consider useless. His chicken drumstick foot becomes an instrument of defiance. Writing, typing, swimming, each movement is a battle against biological limitations. The world watches and whispers, children point and laugh, freak, they mutter, impossible, they declare. Nick absorbs every painful word, but something extraordinary happens inside him. Where others see weakness, he begins to cultivate strength. Bullying transforms Nick's inner landscape into a battlefield. By 8 years old, the emotional pain becomes almost unbearable. Depression wraps around him like a suffocating blanket. In the quiet of his bathroom, contemplating suicide feels like the only rational response to a life that seems fundamentally broken. But something stops him, a whisper, a memory of his parents' unwavering love. He chooses, in that moment, to survive. Nick's prayers for normal limbs go unanswered. Each rejection from schools, from potential friends, from his own body feels like another layer of punishment. He starts calling schools, desperate to share his story. 52 rejections later, most would surrender. Nick sees each no as a stepping stone. At 17, a school janitor sees something in Nick that no one else recognizes. These words become a catalyst. Nick's first speaking engagement is to 6 students. Insignificant, you might think. Something profound awakens. Connection becomes his superpower. His vulnerability, once perceived as his greatest weakness, transforms into an unprecedented strength. Each word he speaks becomes a bridge, connecting his pain to others' hope. The microphone is no longer just an instrument, it's a weapon of transformation. If you're enjoying Extraordinary, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint. Turn setbacks into comebacks using tactics of great underdogs like Stephen Hawking and Lincoln. Now, back to the episode. Success arrives with its own set of challenges. As Nick's platform grows, so do his inner doubts. Can someone like him truly find love, belong, create a family? The very questions that haunted him as a child now echo across global stages. But Nick refuses to let uncertainty define him. When he meets Canny, something extraordinary happens. She doesn't see his limitations, she sees his heart. Their love becomes a radical statement, a declaration that human connection transcends physical boundaries. Their wedding isn't just a personal moment, it's a revolution. 4 children later, Nick shatters every preconceived notion about disability and family. Each child becomes living proof that limitations are mostly illusions we construct in our minds. Imagine speaking to 500,000 people. Now imagine doing that without arms or legs. Nick transforms massive audiences not through pity, but through pure, unfiltered inspiration. He speaks in 78 countries, meets with 25 world leaders, changes disability education laws. But his real power, making people see themselves differently. Life without limbs becomes more than an organization. It becomes a movement of human potential. Nick's most powerful tool is radical honesty. He doesn't just share success, he reveals struggle. Depression, the moments when giving up seemed easier than continuing. By exposing his wounds, he helps millions heal their own. One pivotal speech changes everything. Standing before thousands, he strips away every protective layer. He shares his darkest moments, the bathtub, the contemplated suicide, the endless rejections. The audience doesn't see weakness, they witness courage. Now he turns to you. Yes, you, the one reading this story. If a man born without limbs can move millions, inspire global change, create a family, and transform pain into purpose, what are you waiting for? Your limitations are not your prison. They are the raw material of your most extraordinary self. The challenge is simple yet profound. What miracle will you become? Nick's story isn't about overcoming disability. It's about discovering that your most significant limitations are the stories you tell yourself. Every obstacle is an opportunity, every challenge a potential breakthrough. You are not defined by what you lack, you are defined by what you choose to create. Go become your own miracle. On the next episode of Extraordinary, imagine pushing your body to its absolute limit, not just physically but mentally. Nick Vujicic did it with his inspirational journey, proving that adversity is no match for human resilience. But what if there's more? What if we told you about another man who defied the odds in an entirely different way? A man who stared down a barrier so seemingly impossible that it had stood unbroken for centuries. Join us next week as we dive into Roger Bannister's story of breaking the 4-minute mile, proving once again that, against all odds, human determination knows no bounds. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint. 7 days, 7 ordinary to extraordinary transformations. Rewrite your story using the exact frameworks that built empires from nothing. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/EO. Thanks for watching.